body, I'll fucking
dick.
Why do you come?
Welcome.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal?
Getting caught. In Night City, you can become. Touch that 10-year-old kid. Toronto, every summer, motorcycle gangs would come in. Definitely, I'm involved with the dream of the company.
I'm making this quick rant. I just finished watching Cyberpunk Edge Runner. The Netflix series, the anime, or whatever you want to call it. I finished watching it, the Edge Runner edition. And yeah, I just want to say this, that I just want to say that this is a really, really phenomenal show. This is really well done, great show that I really recommend you guys watching this. It's really well done. And no matter what you watch or how you watch it, I'm pretty sure the voice acting would be phenomenal with the portrayal of the characters they play as. Like, I literally watched the English version, the dub of it, and yeah, all of them did a perfect good job with the characters in the show. Like, I have no complaints, like, at all, no complaints with the voice acting, and I'm pretty sure the Japanese voice acting is as good as the English one. So there's no like competition, there's no cap on that. It's literally, I'm pretty sure, like, every voice actor that plays as a language character will be phenomenal. Like Japanese, English, French, I'm pretty sure all the voice acting will be phenomenal. But I don't want to be the judge of that and be like, I have to literally like listen in detail by watching it over and over again to see if all the voice actings are literally at the same epitome of that. I'm not doing that. But what I can say is that, like, I know the English, and because I saw the English and the Japanese, I the Japanese I listened a little bit, so, well, because it's all I need to hear. That I know, of course, the Japanese voice acting will be as good as always. So, but I would say that the English one is definitely a huge like non-misser. Like, it's actually really done. They done really well with the English voice acting in the show. So that's all I'm saying on that. Um, the art style in the show is so like gravity. It's so impactful. Like, every time you like every time they call someone, they did the little game mechanic in the game where, like, you see like this, I don't know, actually I don't know what you call it, but like the captions of the dialogue when they're calling each other. You get to see that in the show where the caller talks in like a subtitle font in like the top left corner, or when it goes down, when the conversation goes, and then as it keeps going, it stays exactly like the game does whenever you call someone. It's done perfectly. I'm done. I'm done. What? I'm completely like flabbergasted and surprised that they did that little niche detail, niche of the detail there. So I'm very happy to see that's done well. So anything other than that, it's, yeah, like I said, the voice acting has been good. Like, the characters that portrayed, their their characters done well. They portrayed their characters really well, very invested in the story. And yeah, like the episode, of course, episode one starts a little slow, but I excuse that. Excuse that. I excused that slow pacing, just to introduce the character because, first of all, it actually connects at the very end. So I'll give him that for doing that. I'll give him that for doing that. And second, it actually has an interesting way to come back to for the message of the show for the main character. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll give him applause for that. So it isn't like forgettable or like is unnecessary. Like sure I'm pretty sure you can like dust off the shoulder on like the first episode if you don't care about his backstory or whatever. Because I don't think you missed much. But but what has happened in the school? Because the school part is the only main thing for plot conveniences for the story. So other than that, is like yeah, like everything else is like the introducing the introduction to the main characters, see how he goes, and then see him transfer into the life of crime in like I think the second episode or like it's when the or we all know this like the main character lost someone and become the rising person that he wants to be. So um so there's that and then he meets the crew and yeah, and then his lover and shit like that. So yeah, it's done really well. So like I was like even with that like generic like main character development, I think it's still like you can still watch it. Like it isn't like I in my opinion, it isn't forgettable or done like like whatever. It's actually done like okay, like of course yeah, you need to know like what he's been through and what he does, so you get the full image of his character. So but even with that, like the way they did with his character, with David's character, thank you, it's done really well. Like it's like it doesn't feel out of place or like oh here we go again. Like it isn't like that. It's done like okay, you get straight to the point, you get it, you understood it, and then you move on just from there. And I think that's just I think the way they did it, the way they of course and obviously the way they done it, um it's done really well. So I'll give them a point for that. So that I wasn't like rolling my eyes about it. It's literally and it's like they only show it like the first episode of what how he's been doing as a normal person. So not complaining too much about his backstory and whatever. So there's that. There's that. The side characters are very like I the side characters in the show, they made me like all of them. Like there's never one person that I disliked until like the very end. But then like it's whatever. Like the cast were amazing. Like they literally did their jobs. There's no one. There's literally no one that I disliked in this show. Like they're all so like really fun to watch. Um, especially with like a spoiler alert, Adam Smasher in the series. God damn it, he was the best part of the finale. Like when you see him come up, he's like literally like fucking terrifying. Like General Grief is up in this bitch. Like he's like Clone Wars version of General Grievous. Like he's literally that terrifying. Like a robotic assassin just waiting to kill, waiting to just to shoot and kill. Like he is a really a surprising guest to the anime. So um there's that to his character. Because even in the game you don't see much of what he does. I'm glad they show him in this anime for that one episode. See, just to show you how powerful he is. Like this man, just went all out, just taking the characters down, like easily. And sure, I do want to see a little bit more what he does, because what he did is just like he just shoots, he smashes, but it isn't nothing that's like phenomenal, or like, yeah, like phenomenal, or like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. Like it's like you already, it's something you expect him to do, like, you know, smashes because he's Adam Smasher. He smashes stuff because he's Adam Smasher. Okay, whatever. And yeah, and then he shoots with his rockets and he has guns. So, but just one cool thing that he did was someone's trying to hack him, and he's like, "Get this shit over here," or sorry, out of here, not over here. What? Get over here. Well, he actually kind of did that, but kind of not, kind of did in a way. So he literally did a scorpion on like the hacker who trying to stop him. It was that was literally the only like cool part that is actually unique to his character. But that's like, oh whoa, like he means business. But other than that, it's like, yeah, like that's just him. Like the, you know, the big bad assassin trope. But even with that, he's still kind of cool. There's nothing wrong about that. So there's that. I'm trying to remember what else I want to say. Yeah, the action's phenomenal. Alright, some of the music choices are like really like alright, like if you know what I'm talking about, like there's some music choices in shows like, okay, you played this song before, and or if this is just, I think this is just based on my opinion, but like there's this one song that is like really like just takes me out a little bit. I don't know how it goes, but it's like whenever it plays them like sometimes here and there, whenever it's like the moment is right, that weird like love, I don't know, it was love music, but it was like that weird like music choice they put into the show that's like, oh, here we go again, and then I'm just takes me out of it. But even with that, it's fine. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, this ruins my experience. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this music? It's just like, you know, like a choice that has nothing. It's something that I'm not gonna what you say, how you call it. It's not a song that I would choose to fit into the moment, but because it's that distracting. But it's fine. It's not a big problem. It's just something that I'm just like, yeah, okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. But yeah, and also, it's to should I? There's also a little spoiler. I want to say that what this whole season feels like. It feels like um again, spoiler, that this whole like this story feels like it has that Halo Reach story feel to it. It's where like all the characters are just like passing on the torch. You'll see what I mean if you get to the finale, but like, yeah, it has that feeling to it at the end. But yeah, like it's, I'm not like, I'm not complaining, but like it's something that I was not literally not expecting to see that happen in this show itself. In general, I literally thought that it's like, oh, okay, the characters you know, all gonna make it out alive. Like 2 or 3 characters might have died or will die. No, it's literally like most people you care about is like dead. It's like Jesus Christ. Even the character I was not expecting her to die just dies. Like from a freaking atom smasher from the sky. He literally just came crashing down like the Hulk. The freaking Hulk. Oh my gosh, that literally surprised me. I was like, oh my god, she did die. Holy shit. This man killed her. She died. Like, Jesus. Like that literally just happened. So like in the game too, it's like they don't pull no punches. They literally like people you care about just like sad and depressed and die. And like and then you gotta make a choice like um either like you want Johnny to live or V to live. V to live. Lily V. Um yeah, like it's like that's kind of situation. It's like it's really sad. I had to choose like either Johnny to live or V to live. Like, who's gonna live? That and then see them have like that somber esque moment at the end. Just to recap. But yeah, like the whole show itself, like it's literally like really a lot of fun to watch. Like there's some cool ass like again like action, mechanics here and there, and everything connects really well. And sure, I don't follow all of it, which is why I can likely to go back and see what I miss and what I don't understand, just to see what's this and that and there and this and that and this there and then and there going on there. But I'm pretty sure I catch up what I need to catch up. That it's yeah, I pretty much follow what I needed to follow in, and catch up pretty much there, and then understood most of the whole situation, all the most. But literally, I get what's happening, so that I didn't feel like I'm being left out with the details or information. So I pretty much like know cut up what I need to know during the business of being a what do you call it, street kids, being a street kid, getting their eds and shit. Other than that, it's like that's all I need to say on this rant. I don't know, there's a lot of things I really want to talk about as well, but like I just finished. Just to let you know, I just finished the last episode like a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, just like minutes ago. Later, like I just wanted to just talk about how cool this show is. Is there anything else I want to say, or I wanted to say? I guess I could talk about the games. Say like, that I enjoy Cyberpunk. Like, don't get me wrong. When the game first came out, I was excited. I got the game, and of course, I was disappointed to see it, not being well developed for launch. But even with that, I'm one of those people that like enjoyed it, even though if it's flaws, I still enjoy like the concept of cyberpunk. Because I'm a sci-fi guy. I love me some sci-fi, so that's why I really love watching this kind of shit. And I didn't even know like it's gonna come. It came out really like real soon. Like it came out like what 4 days ago. Like I was not expecting it to come out like really soon. So it's definitely a pleasant surprise. I literally enjoyed the shit out of it. Like I was gonna watch it anyway, but like, god damn, this show. I knew this wouldn't let me down, cause I'm a huge like still was like beginning of its launch. Still am a cyberpunk fan, a geek or whatever you want to say about how I feel about it. Like even with like I have a weird experience with it. I still enjoyed it. The whole world of cyberpunk, and this is definitely an improvement. Not improvement, but it's definitely like a surprise that like this is actually that good of a show that you don't even need to play the game to understand what's happening. Like it's these people know what they're doing with Cyberpunk 2077. And it's what's even sad. This is a better way to experience Cyberpunk. Like even from like a game that has a terrible launch, this is like gets you. This literally gets you into it, and maybe makes people want to play the game more than what Ice Queendom did with RWBY. Like, compare that to this, bro. This is like fucking Schindler's List compared to what RWBY Ice Queendom has made, because that show is a disappointment. Because I don't even, honest to God, I don't even know anyone who would like watch and love Ice Queendom like that. Oh my gosh, this show was fucking awful. That show was desperate for attention. Like I don't even know who ever watched this after when it ends. Like, would there ever be a season 2? I don't know. Actually, I won't be surprised if there will be a season 2. But like, god damn it, like this would Ice Queen will not get me into RWBY if this was the first thing introduced to me. If I'll be fucking honest with ya. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Cyberpunk. Yeah, like it's phenomenal. Like the music is good, art's good. Um, there's nothing I dislike in the show. I literally love everything about it. Like it was not afraid to be gory at times. Be a little heroic. What? It's not afraid to be scary. It's not afraid to like have a good time. It's literally like what RWBY should have been, if that makes sense. I think is a perfect way to say it, that this is like what RWBY should have been, but it's not RWBY. It's definitely it's definitely how I will put it for Cyberpunk. Is really like a fun sci-fi RWBY kind of shit. If you enjoy that kind of shit, a lot of like guts all around, fighting, drama. It has it all. It's done really well. Um, it really doesn't need like V or Johnny Silverhand in it. I think what's his name? I think Adam Smasher was a perfect candidate as a special guest for the finale, and I think that's all they needed. Um, that's all they ever needed to put as a guest for the finale of the show, because he's literally perfect for the role. And goddamn, this man was amazing in the finale. Um, yeah, there's nothing else I would add or put or say. Like everything about it's good. It's phenomenal. It's literally masterpiece. It's literally that good. It's a masterpiece. But I would say there's times that's like I wasn't feeling the mood or the moment of these characters feeling. I will say that, but that's just me. That's just like a little side, little bit of a side beef of like me being like emotionless, like sociopath, not giving a crap. But that's fine. I don't have to like understand or feel some certain type of way of these characters that are feeling in the moments, because I still pretty much get it, understood it, and I'm move on enjoying what I'm seeing with my eyes. yeah, pretty much seeing and just enjoying what I see with my eyes with the show. So like overall, I understood and enjoyed what I've been seeing through my eyes. So I think I'll give this like a really like great score. It's definitely a great show. There's like almost little to no flaws in the show. Like it's literally that like phenomenal. Literally almost zero to none flaws. It's literally that's how good the show is to me in my eyes. For sure, there's like some issues here and there, but right now, like it's close to like perfect. It's phenomenal. So I recommend watching it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
The delicious last course.
What convention has been looking for all the way out here?
Gosh, Cuphead, I don't know. But I hope she's okay. We sure are far from home.
Jumpin' jelly baits, your boy has made it. I have the most amazing news. It all has to do with this here cookie. Take a bite and see for yourselves.
Oh, jeez.
It worked. It really worked. I'm alive again.
But I'm a ghost.
Oh,
What's going on here? Everything's gone topsy-turvy.
follow me, boys. I can explain everything to you. For ages, I've been trying to find a way to escape the astral plane, but nothing worked. Until now, boys, let me introduce you to Chef Subbaker, the greatest chef in all of the lands.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to my bakery. Miss Chalice, I see my cookie has worked wonders on you.
Oh, my stars. I'm a ghost again.
Oh my, finicky thing. That cookie, the taste is sweet, but the effect is brief. Fret not to know, I'm concerned, little cups. I've come up with an amazing new recipe. One bite of this wonder tart and you'll have complete control over the astral plane. This shit will bring Chalice back to life for good. No swapping places or nothing. Indeed, just one problem. The recipe requires exceptional ingredients held by the most fearsome of foes.
Well, if the Wonder Tart is what it takes to bring Chalice back to life, then by golly, we'll find those ingredients. Okay. Oh, alright. Alright.
One more thing, chaps. Remember to equip that nifty cookie charm in the menu if you want to spell as Miss Chalice.
Shut the fuck up.